everybody, this is Tripathi and you are watching the Review Universe. So today we are going to discuss another book which is called as 19 A Journey Before Adulthood. It is written by a 19-year-old Mr. Sahil Sidhwani, and we are going to discuss about this book. What are the ideas behind this book? What are the inspiration behind this book? And what's the story behind this book itself? So Sahil, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Anuj, for giving me this opportunity.
Short intro from your side to the audience who is listening to you for the
Absolutely.
first time.
So basically, I'm Sahil Sidhwani, and I was born and raised in Mumbai. And currently, I'm pursuing my Bachelor's of Accounting and Finance degree from HR College, and which is in Churchgate. Outside academics, I've always
Mhm.
believed in staying connected with people and working upon things which create an impact in the society. And I'm also the youth president of Sindhi Cell under the Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha, which is the youth wing of BJP. And I'm also the founder of Yuva Udan Foundation, which is a youth-led NGO which focuses on social welfare. And at the same time, I'm the treasurer of Rotaract Club of Thane Hills, where I work on all the community initiatives. I manage the accounts and everything like that. So what I believe is while the academics are shaping my professional side, these leadership and community roles are shaping me as a person. And at the end of the day, I'm just trying to learn, grow, and contribute to the society in whatever ways I can and enjoy the journey as it comes.
So exactly, let's discuss about the book itself. Like, what inspired you to write the book called 19, and when the first idea came to you?
So honestly, writing a book was never in my plans. It all started very unexpectedly. So what had happened was during my internship, I had to quit halfway because of some of my health issues.
Mhm.
And suddenly I had got a lot of free time and I didn't want it to just sit idle and waste that time. So that's when I thought, why not jot down all the ups and downs of my life so far? And it was like basically something I could look back on later as nostalgia.
Mhm.
So I started writing just for myself. And at that point, I had absolutely no intention of publishing it anywhere. But over the time, I realized that as teenagers, many of us go through the same struggles and the same confusions. And the only difference is not everyone opens up about it. And I felt that maybe if I share my story, someone out there will read it and feel a little lighter. And they may feel that they are not alone in this. And that's when the idea of turning it into a book actually happened.
For someone who is listening to you or reading your book for the first time, what is the intro you want to give to your book in some sentences?
So basically, the book I have written is like a coming of age memoir, but not in a boring textbook kind of way. It's me as a teenager putting all my raw emotions on paper and absolutely without filters. It has all the highs, the lows, the confusion, the fun of that teenage life, all of it. And I don't want the reader to to read it like a advice or maybe a lecture. I want to the reader to feel like they are sitting with a friend at midnight and they are just like the friend is telling him all the thoughts that he has in his mind. And the vibe of the book is all about that. Like it's raw, it's messy, but at the same point, it's absolutely real. And I think that's why people, especially the teenagers, can see themselves in it.
Any particular incident or in your teenage years that became the anchor or starting point of the book?
So honestly, there wasn't any one big anchor incident behind this book.
Mhm.
Like I mentioned earlier, I never planned on writing the book or publishing the book at the first place. It just happened very randomly. Like all that health issues and everything, and I was sitting idle and I started writing that book. And therefore there was no such like grand incident that triggered it. It was just me, my thoughts, and the decision to put them on the paper. Eventually it shaped into a 19 a journey before adulthood. So in a way the randomness itself became the starting point.
Okay, so was there any one memory or the chapter that was hardest to for you to write it?
So there were actually two incidents that were really hard for me to write about. So the first one was when I lost my grandmother back in 2014. So I was in my fourth standard, and I was very close to her. I still remember that day very clearly. I came back from the school, and one of my mom's friends picked me up and took me to her house. And they told me my mom had gone out, and as a child, I didn't think much. But when I was finally taken to my home, I saw like all the shoes and slippers and everything outside the house. And that's when I started sensing that something was wrong. And then walking inside and like seeing my grandmother, it was absolutely unbelievable. Because the same morning, everything was normal. And suddenly by the afternoon, everything had changed. So writing that memory took me back to the exact moment, like in back in 2014, and it was indeed very painful. And the second memory which I was talking about was when my sister, who I was very close to, had to move to Pune for higher studies. Like, it may not sound as dramatic as losing someone, but for me, it was a very big change. Because suddenly the person I used to share everything with wasn't anymore like around anymore. I felt very alone, and during that time, I even felt sick because I missed her so much. And writing about that phase made me emotional again because it reminded me of how lost I felt back then. So basically, both these chapters were very difficult to put into words because as I was writing, I could literally feel those emotions again, those years. I had a photogenic memory of those years, of those phases. And I'll be very honest, I even cried while typing them out. But at the same time, those experiences also made me stronger. They shaped me, and that's why I knew they had to be a part of this book, even if it was hard for me to rethink about them or like revisit them.
Okay, Sahil. So we have seen this book. Our team has read this book, and they have a great reviews about this book. So, whom you are looking to give credits about your book and your career growth?
Yeah, I credits of the book, I'll like to give it to my mom and dad because they have truly been the two main pillars of my life. They have stood always with me through every phase of my life, and they have supported me unconditionally. And what I value the most is that they have never pressurized me for anything, be it studies, be it anything. Like there are parents who pressurize their kids for like 90%, like 95% or something like that. But they never pressurized me. They had a belief in me that I'll do my best, I'll give my best. And trust and love has given me the freedom to grow, make choices, and become who I am today. So I would thank both of them.
Perfect. As someone who have faced the same emotions like you back in 2017, I can feel you what you have gone through and what you have. I can say like what you have felt at that time. So the next question will be about the book itself. Like, how do you hope teenagers reading this book will feel after turning the last page of the book?
So see, what I really hope is that when teenagers finish this book, they feel comfort in knowing that they are not alone. The emotions I have shared, like the confusions, the friendships, the pressures, even the small everyday struggles, are things that almost everyone goes through in their teenage life. And these teenage years are actually the foundation for the next 40 to 50 years of your life. Because if you can face the tough moments now with courage, you build the strength and confidence to handle everything that comes on later in the life. And see, I'll give you an example. Like when we go for boating, we like pedal boat or something, we go on for like 10 or 15 minutes. Till then, it's fun. But after some time, it feels boring.
Yeah.
But at the same way, if we go for rafting in a river, so all the ups and downs, when we face those ups and downs, then the adventure makes it feel better, makes it like enjoyable and everything. So that's why I want to tell the message I want to give the readers is that don't stop at the challenges, face them head on. Every hurdle you overcome makes you much more stronger. And that strength is what shapes you into a successful person you want to become.
That's a great line. That's a great line, Sahil. Okay, so do you have any other upcoming projects in the writing field?
So honestly, I don't have any book that I'm currently working on. But like I'm not writing anything at the moment. But yeah, I do have a lot of ideas running in my mind right now. But I'm not really sure which one I should start with. Like I'll definitely start something in the next few months, but as of now, nothing is finalized. It's just that the thoughts are there, and I'll figure out the topic as I go ahead.
A message you want to give to the readers who is going to read this book, 19, A Journey Before Adulthood, from your side.
So, if I had to leave the readers with one message from my book, it would be like don't run away from what you are feeling. A lot of times we try to hide our struggles or pretend that we are fine, but it's okay to feel low. It's okay to open up and be honest about what you are going through. Because what really matters is that you go through those emotions instead of ignoring them. And because every time you face them, you come out stronger and you understand yourself better. So the message is very simple that your feelings don't make you weak, they make you real. And facing them is what actually helps you grow.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sahil, for sharing these details about the book, sharing your emotions about the book. And we will love to read this book. And I would suggest everybody who is watching this podcast till here, you should check out this book. The link is in the description. And thank you so much, Sahil, for having me.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sahil. Let's hope that we will meet again and we will discuss about your another book in the future.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sure. Thank you so much, Sahil.
Thank you so much.